My name is Alero Boyo. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a Nexford MBA graduate and I studied enabling e-commerce. I currently work with Tangerine Africa as the team lead for digital partnerships. I chose Nexford University because the tuition was monthly. I was just scrolling down on Instagram and I saw the sponsored ad and I was like, monthly tuition. So at first I wasn't really so sure. So I reached out to my mutual friend to ask, what's the story? And he told me, no, Nexford is legit, don't worry. The learning style for me, I would say, is that the fact that Nexford creates some type of community for you, because a lot of people don't like to study online because most schools or most institutions, what they just do is give you an access and then however you do it, that's your business. But that's not what Nexford does. Nexford holds your hands from day one all through and ensures that you're not just reading to pass, you're actually reading to learn and reading to understand. I'm proud to say right now that I am the team lead for digital partnerships at Tangerine Africa. And I must tell you per se that getting the job was the easiest thing ever because I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to know anybody. All I needed to do was to show my skills, show up at the interview and answer all the questions that was thrown at me. And at the end of the day, I am proud to say that I have found my calling. Thank you once again to Nexford for giving me an opportunity. I believe that Nexford MBA helped me to get my new job at Tangerine because, aside from learning about e-commerce optimization and enabling e-commerce, one of the things that I basically learned in Nexford University is also, value chain. I also learned about how to start up a business, how to manage a business, how to sign contracts, and, negotiation as well. I learned a lot of things. And during my interview, the questions that were being asked, how to manage your team, how to, get in strategic partners. It just seemed like I had experienced it because my studies basically helped me to do that. I would also say that in the Nexford community basically gives you an opportunity to dig deeper into the things that are happening around the world. I never thought that I would know anything about globalization. I never thought about, the value chain in different, developing countries in the world and how businesses can actually move to the next level. So, Nexford basically gave me an edge, I would say, and it's a decision that I would never, ever try not to do. I would definitely say yes to Nexford every time. I chose enabling e-commerce because, post NYSC, I started working with an e-commerce organization, and basically that, quenched my rose my curiosity because I was just wondering the whole, life cycle of placing an order, getting it delivered, checking for the products to make sure that it's really suitable. It really intrigued me. And automatically, I wanted to own my own e-commerce platform and be able to do all of this. E-commerce is something that if you have the strategy right, you can actually conquer a lot of things. So if I can get an amazing and a fantastic idea to actually build an e-commerce platform that is going to go globally to, fix problems and help people, that's the dream and that's what I intend to do. So yes, I chose e-commerce because of that. Nexford University really helped me in putting together presentation documents, mostly for a sales strategy. And it also helped me in doing presentation skills really because there are a couple of assignments that would need to submit, mostly your final project that is usually proctored, that you have to turn on your camera and explain to the professor how exactly you came up with your presentation or your strategy. So that really helped me. I started my course with Nexford. I was a supervisor for customer experience. And in a couple of months, of course, I started learning stuff, started learning things, I started learning marketing. I think it was my course in marketing at first that got me intrigued about the marketing profession. And I was assigned to another department. I think that was sometime in 2020. And then while I was in that department, of course, I was still doing my studies. And I got curious again when I started my specialization in e-commerce, because that was when I just started imagining that, okay, I've got skills in a couple of other things and I wasn't still sure. So fast forward to December in 2021, I was moved to do partnerships for a lifestyle product that Sterling Bank was building. And luckily for me, it just happened naturally. I would still love to learn at Nexford again. The reason is because all the courses on Nexford is actually the course of the new centuries, right? So imagine that you're going to be learning digital transformation. Just imagine how amazing that would be. Because I mean, right now, a lot of businesses are moving from the traditional way of doing things now to the digital way of doing things, which means that everything is happening online and everybody wants convenience. So yes, digital transformation is one of the first courses that I would still love to go take again. Another course I would like to take again is critical thinking and problem solving, because you can never know too much. And now that everybody is going agile, you cannot be slow in doing anything. I would say that Nexford is an organization that basically holds your hands, literally holds your hands through the journey. In between that journey, if you have to stop to drink water, Nexford is still holding your hands to ensure that at the time you're getting to the end of your hurdle, you're actually coming out really successful, which is my story really. Nexford has been a major part of my success story, and if there's an opportunity to experience Nexford again, I definitely am going to do that. And I am solely sold on Nexford, and I am an advocate for Nexford 100%.